This is Showtime Sean Porter, and you're watching True School Sports. Stay tuned.
The sport of boxing is a sport that gives us many interesting characters, many different stories, many different people from different, parts of the world, different classes, different, economic backgrounds. And, boxing is great because we get a chance to see people who the world would write off and call have-nots. People who aren't supposed to really make anything of themselves. It gives the people a chance to really, lay it all out there. And boxing is the one sport, regardless of race, class, economic background. Once you step into that ring, all that goes out the window. So there's a lot of interesting characters and a lot of interesting people you meet along the way in this boxing game. And this is the story of a guy that I had a chance to meet recently. A guy by the name of Johnathan Bigas. He trains and coaches out of Heavy Hitters Boxing Gym. Now, John, I met a lot of people in boxing. Coach John is definitely, I would say, the person with the purest heart of anybody I met in boxing. I've been in my lifetime, I've been in about 15 different boxing gyms up and down the East and West Coast. So, John was an amateur. He was an amateur. He had a deep relationship with the Mayweathers. Floyd Sr., Roger. I believe he even told me he did some sparring with Floyd Jr. So maybe we'll get him to talk about that one day. But this is the story about Coach John, and I had a chance to interview him. So I hope you like it, and I hope you see this man whose heart is pure, who loves the sport of boxing, and whose goal is to just give back to these amateurs. He trains kids for free at the Heavy Hitters Boxing Gym. And he's willing to work with anybody. So if you're in the Las Vegas area, come work with Coach John. But here's our first interaction. I interviewed him recently, so have a listen.
Beats. Come on, Pete. You're all right. Come on. There we go. He's done. We got up early today. That's like his fourth, fifth round before you guys just. Yeah. When I was around 12 or 13, there was only 3 boxing gyms in Vegas: Golden Gloves, Barry's Boxing, and Johnny Tacos. And I was at Golden Gloves. And Rodney over here he was there back in that day. A couple other people that are still around, they know about that gym. But anyway, I remember being like just a young kid hitting the bag. And then Tyson, this is where he would train. He would always, I remember it like it was yesterday. He would only get to listen to Tupac, All Eyes on Me, when he was in the gym. So I'm hitting the bag, and then just hitting it, and then he comes around and he's standing about where these weights are, and he just starts staring at me. And the people were in a corner over there he was at his bar that day getting his raps ready. And they're like, Tyson, get over here. And he's not listening, he's just staring at me. So I'm like, I'm a kid, and I just realized, like, oh, this is Tyson, watch him. So I just start hitting it hard as I can, and then it's going on. But that's one of the memories I had from that gym. Some good memories, some not so good. I remember when I was around the same age, I was just doing my sit-ups and stuff, and Roger came in. He was in the ring with his trainer, working on the pads. He was still training at that time, Roger Midland, and some bum came in from off the streets, and he's like, hey, you ain't no champ, just talking crap to Roger. So Roger's like, whatever, man, I like, get in here then. So they threw some gloves on the guy, and the guy didn't know how to box or anything. So I'm like, I'm just watching, and then put the gloves on the guy, and Roger's in his corner. Roger's trainer puts Roger's mouthpiece in, and the guy goes, hey, I don't have one of those things you put in your mouth. Roger's like, you ain't gonna need one, motherfucker. So he ended up punching him like 5 or 6 times. The guy was bleeding out cold on the ground. There was a park that we used to run around, and they dragged him back to that. But I mean, these are just memories from boxing, like back in the day. Now I just coach. This is my passion, and I'm just here paying it forward because boxing kept me out of trouble as a kid, and that's what I do. I train kids from 5 all the way. I think my oldest adult is like 49.
Okay.
I work with everybody, but.
And you working here out of a Heavy Hitters Boxing Gym?
I'm working at a Heavy Hitters right now. Gerald there was a couple of boxers that got a hold of me and they said, "Hey, Gerald's looking for you." He wanted to get a team together, so he already had Rodney and Arthur. They called me, and then we got another guy, Jerome Debo. He's in there, so there's 5 of us. Between the 5 of us, we got probably close to 200 years boxing experience because we all been in the game for over 30 years. So, and you know, we talk about it. We know good things are coming. I'm like, you know, if you got that much boxing experience, you know, all we need to do now is just communicate and get along and go from there. And it's a real good gym. This is where we got some. I was telling you earlier, King Arthur's fighter, 12 years old. He's #1 in the nation now. He just won that 2 weeks ago.
Won the Nationals, right?
Won the Nationals 2 weeks ago. Rodney's working with some good pros. One of his pros is getting ready to fight for the #1 spot. He's 16-0. My guy Rodney that I've known since I was 12.
Yeah.
So,
When I walked in here, you know, it was like you guys were having some very like deep conversations on boxing. You guys talked about Chavez and Whitaker, Chavez Taylor, but like kind of more like the little intricacies of it, like, you know, as far as like boxers beating brawlers and brawlers not lasting a long time in the sport. Like I've been to a lot of gyms the last couple of days. Like I've been to Toko's, Mayweather Gym, Porter Gym, City Athletic, and like, you know, there's something about this particular gym that I really haven't seen in many other places. Like there's authenticity to it.
okay, yeah. I know what you're talking about. I've been in those gyms, and this gym you could it smells like a boxing gym. You hear that yelling right there. That's like, you hear the sparring. I mean, you hear the conversations in here. This is what it's all about. I mean, this reminds me of the Golden Glove Gym, and this is one of the reasons why I told Gerald, asked me if I could start coaching people here, and I said not a problem. You know, I fell in love with this gym. As far as the styles that you were talking about, you were talking about different styles the other day. People these days, they want to see people bang. They want to see, you know, the knockout. And we have a few kids like that. We have a few pros like that. You know, I get messages and emails and stuff from people all the time asking me, "Hey, my son's like Coach John, I got a question. My son's like 200-0 right now. I just want to know if it's a good time for him to turn pro or not." And I'm like, over 200 amateur fights.
Yeah.
That way. He had like over 200, and I'm just like, so my response was like, you know what? Boxing is changing for the better now. You know, Mayweather, most likely he won't fight again. There's going to be different styles. There's different things going on in the boxing world, and so I just told him it's a perfect time. And if he's got over 200 amateur fights and he doesn't think not sure if he should turn pro, maybe he shouldn't be boxing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got to because first of all, if you're going to become a champ, you have to believe in yourself, and you got to have that confidence of a champion. But yeah, the styles that we were talking about were just them type of styles. You know, some people Mayweather style. There's a lot of people that like it, a lot of people that don't, because he's a boxer. He's the name of the game is to. I was telling one of these guys, the name of this game is to hit and not get hit. So that's his style, and that's what makes boxing a style. So you know, that being said, a lot of people don't realize that why he's so hard hit, because I've heard a lot of commentators and stuff like, you know, just say like Mayweather's fast. Everybody knows Mayweather's fast, but you don't really hear him say like what it really is. You know, I sparred him when I was 12, and he. It's hard to if you could hit him, then, you know, and you got power, and you can knock him down. But how do you hit the guy? I mean, he's got something that a lot of people don't mention a lot, and that is natural speed. He was born fast. You ever seen one of them kids that just run fast and
Yeah.
and that's what he was. He was just.
I was one of those kids.
It's
Yeah.
natural speed. So, you know, you haven't heard that a lot about the natural speed. So that's one of the things that, like, I've always watched his fights, and I'm like, when are they gonna say the natural speed is what really got him to where, you know, it's hard to hit. But you know, it's I love boxing. I mean, I'm here now. This is, like I said, this is my passion. I don't make a penny off it. I mean, I got this sign donated from a friend of mine.
Okay.
I hung that up, didn't charge the owner of the gym a penny. I got this Joe Lewis over here.
Yeah, this is dope little. I saw that. That's a dope
I got
sign.
that.
Way over there.
When Gerald asked me to come to this gym, you know, he didn't know that I had the things that I had. So I had that, and then let's go outside.
Okay.
So now he's, so I don't know, he wants me to do more. I'm like, man, these are all the signs I had, but he's loving the way I'm making the gym come alive.
Yeah, I like it. I was just telling, before I even walked in there, I was telling my friend, I was like, you know, this gym, I haven't even gone here yet, but it feels like a boxing gym. I'm coming through a back alley. There's this like the sign over there was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't know, it just.
I put this one up about 3 weeks ago. One of the kids' dads helped me put that one up, and that's actually made out of styrofoam. A friend of mine gave me them letters, and they were like painted blue, and I repainted them red. So
yeah.
it's you know, it's a pretty cool sign. And you know, you can probably actually see it from the New Orleans, you know, from one of them rooms.
Yeah, you could. So people there might come here to get some lessons, maybe.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Like, so do you still follow like the pro boxing at all, or is it just amateur boxing for you? Like,
no, I follow the pro. Every now and then, if King Arthur or someone has a pro, and they, you know, Arthur's really particular about who works with his fighters. So
yeah.
he doesn't let no one touch him, but you know, every now and then he'll ask me if I could work with one of them, and I don't mind.
Yeah.
I don't mind. So, but I watch pro boxing. I mean, that's the thing, and I tell all the boxers that want to make it. I'm like, this sport, you have to be obsessed with it.
You know, you do.
In order to be successful, you got to be obsessed. You got to eat, breathe, sleep, dream.
Everything boxing.
Everything boxing. So if you're not in here, you should be at home watching a fight or watching videos.
Yeah.
And eating the boxing diet. So.
Any message to the people out there, like fighters or fans or people that may want to come check out the gym?
I mean, this is where it's at right now. Like I said, between me, Rodney, and Gerald, Jerome Debo, and King Arthur, we got close to 200 years boxing experience. And our goal is to try to make this like one of the gyms that people want to come to train at to prepare for the 2020 Olympics.
Okay.
So,
you know,
this is it. This is all these little things I'm doing. You know, hopefully we get somebody in here that really comes and checks us out and see the real. Like you said, this is an authentic gym.
It's authentic gym.
See what it's really about, because you know, when I drive up here sometimes, I drive right past MGM, and I think like, you know, when people watch world championship fights, they don't really realize where these people come from, where the kids come from. They come from like right here, you know, in these gyms, you know, gyms like this. This is where it starts. I actually, a friend of mine got the owner of the gym. His sons went to nationals 2 weeks ago, and a friend of mine got an interview for these kids, and in an interview, one of the kids was saying how he wakes up at 6 in the morning, he goes and plays the trombone, and then he, after school he comes in here, he trains, he jump ropes, he does a lot of pad work, speed bag, spars, and then he goes home and does his homework, and he's got straight A's. He was saying in the interview, a lot of people at that interview that were laughing, I got straight A's. He's like, I got 1B not too long ago, and I was really upset about it.
Yeah.
It's a funny little interview, but when you get a chance, I'll show you some of these videos.
Yeah, check it out. Show it to me.
You know, these are some of the things people should come in here to see. It's real. I mean, look at Rodney right here. He's well known. He knows his stuff. I mean, you don't get no better than that. I mean.
All right, so Coach Sean, Heavy Hitters Boxing Gym, the Heart of Boxing. Come check him out in Vegas. Coming up, a lot of great experience. Thank you for talking to True School Sports today.
Right on, no problem, man.